What's up, y'all? It's your boy Zach here. Just want to thank God for waking me up this morning, giving me the opportunity to talk to my beautiful audience. And I hope y'all are doing well. I'm going to make this very quick today. But at first, I just wanted to share a few thoughts today about my favorite movie that I saw in 2025 about a week ago, Marty Supreme, directed by Josh Safdie, excuse me, starring Timothy Chalamet, Mr. Wonderful from Shark Tank, Tyler the Creator, Gwyneth Paltrow, Fan Dresser, among many other great actors. So, this movie right here is about a young ping pong player named Marty who is from the streets of New York. He's a Jewish American man. He's 23 years old and he is a hustler. He works at a local shoe shop. He hustles people playing table tennis. He is very good with the ladies. He is a complicated man. This is a movie that is about ambition. This is a movie that is about the lengths that you're willing to go to achieve your goals, to achieve your dreams. It is about having to accept the consequences to your actions, whether you're willing to accept them, whether you're not. But your consequences do have actions to them, good and bad. And if you're man enough or woman enough to face them, face up to them. So, Marty, he is, like I said, he's 23 years old playing ping pong. We see him first, he's working in a woman's shoe store. Then he goes overseas, he plays in some ping pong tournaments. He hooks up with this old school actress named Gwyneth, played by Gwyneth Paltrow. And he ends up losing the table tennis championship. And Mr. Wonderful, for those that don't know, that's the real mean one, the guy from in the middle, I think, from Shark Tank. And he offers Marty the opportunity to play table tennis for him, but lose because he's trying to sell some pins of his to the Japanese market. And now Marty first turns him down flat. Then he gets back to New York City and everything's falling apart for him. The store owner where he works, he wants to have him arrested because he stole some money. He stole some money that the guy was going to give him, try to follow me, in order for him to go and play table tennis. So he's on the run. He calls up his boy, his best friend played by Tyler the Creator. And then he helps him get away, give him some money, and they go and they hustle playing ping pong, hustling people for money, act like they don't know each other, act like they are no good, this and that, da-da-da. They play the bowling alley, they get some money. And then the dudes come back, they mess up Tyler the Creator's cab because his boy's a cab driver. The girl that he got pregnant, she comes back into his life. He tells him, you know, she had been abused by a boyfriend, but it turns out that she's lying. She painted some makeup around her eye to make it look black. And, you know, make it seem like, you know, he beat her ass. He was a real abusive asshole type of dude. And then, you know, it turns out that that's not true, but Marty does go over there and whacks him with a trophy, knocking him out cold, clean, telling him, shame on you. And, you know, they just go on this ride trying to get some money. You know, Marty, when he was staying at the hotel with Tyler the Creator, he ends up, you know, falling through the ceiling because it's a real old, crummy type of hotel. He falls through the ceiling, falls on this dude's dog, ends up hurting the dog. And, you know, the guy, he wants him, he's kind of like a crazy old type of dude. He wants him to take him to the veterinarian. And he's going to pay him for it. But then the dog ends up escaping. And he goes on a whole bunch of, you know, just misadventures trying to get some money. Because he's trying to get back and play in a ping pong championship in Japan. And things are just falling apart for him. You know, the girl that he knocked up, and he doesn't want to accept that it's his baby until the very end, which is a beautiful scene when he finally accepts it. He comes back from Japan, because he does end up making it to Japan. And, you know, it's just a beautiful scene where he accepts it, that's his baby. He kisses his girl, he sees his baby real more, and he breaks down. I gotta tell y'all, this was my favorite movie of 2025. I loved Marty Supreme. It's a movie about ambition. It's a movie about the lengths and depths that you are willing to go in order to make your dreams come true and achieve your goals. It's a sports movie. I mean, he is super skilled playing table tennis and, blowing the ball in the air and hitting it back and forth and this, that, and the third. And it is just dope, y'all. It is a awesome, awesome, awesome movie. I loved it. I love the music of it. I love the performances in it. I love the pacing of it. I love the vibe of it, the feeling, the look, all that shit, bro. It was just an amazing, amazing piece of work. This is everything I love personally from a movie. Because, Marty, he's the type of character where, he's really cool, charismatic, and, charming, really good with the ladies. He's a hustler type of dude. But he's very, very close to being on the brink, on the verge of being unlikable. But for me personally, he never crosses over that line of being unlikable. I'm always love him. I'm always with him. So I love this character, and I love this movie. And eventually, after going through a whole bunch of shit back in New York City, he does end up making it back to Japan, and he ends up deciding to do what Mr. Wonderful wanted him to do, and that's lose in the table tennis championship in order as kind of like a gimmick so he can sell his pins to the Japanese market, and he has to go against his old opponent that he lost to in the tournament. He gets to the Japan and finds out because of his attitude when he lost the original time he was overseas that he will not be competing in the tournament, among other things, because he lost and this and that and the third. So, and Mr. Wonderful is going to pay him, and I won't give away, he has to go back to Mr. Wonderful, this back when they're in New York, try to follow me now, and beg him, like basically, like, bro, please, listen, I want to go to New York, please, I'm begging you, I want to go back to New York, I'll do anything, and he says, all right, fine, go get that pal out of my office, bend over, and I'm going to whoop you with it in front of all my friends and embarrass you, and that's the way you can go to Japan with me. And, he does it. He does it, y'all. But when he gets to Japan and he does what Mr. Wonderful says by losing, it just doesn't feel right with him. Table tennis is what he loves. It's his life. It's who he is. He worked so hard to get back over here to where he was. And he's like, fuck that shit. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to let all these people know this was a fake match. I didn't play to the best of my ability. And, he decides to go for a real match because he's like, fuck it. I can't compete in the tournament. I came all the way over here. I went through hell and back to get over here. I love this sport. This is who I am. It's my identity. I have to play a real game. I have to give it my all. This is my life. This is what I've worked so hard for. This is, the reason why I stole the money. This is the reason why I was trying to get money, hustling, stealing, lying to my friends, staying at their house and stuff like that, making their life a living hell, causing all this drama in their life, and even stealing from the rich lady that I was messing with, because he ends up hooking up with her again back in New York City. And by the way, the rich actress lady that he hooks up with is actually the wife of Mr. Wonderful. So he basically fucks him over twice in the movie, right? So he ends up, going, he's in Japan, and he ends up playing a real game. He ends up winning, goes back to New York City, kisses his baby mama, in the hospital, finally accepts that this is his baby, and, it just has a beautiful ending where it plays Everybody Wants to Rule the World. But I think the group, I can't remember it, Fears for Tears, or don't quote me on that, y'all. But I really think that's the name of the group, and I love the song. I highly recommend you go see this movie. I know I ran through it pretty quickly, but I just wanted to tell you all about it. I hope you all go see it for yourselves. It was my favorite movie of 2025. I saw it with my mama. She loved it. I loved it. I know that you all are going to love it. It has everything in it that I personally love from a movie. I love the themes. I love the performances. I love the setting. I love the vibe. I love the energy. I love the music. I love, just everything that it stands for. It's just my type of movie, my type of jam, my type of shit, my thing. So that's it for today. I love y'all. I know you love me. Like, subscribe, comment. Let me know any movies that y'all may want me to do or talk about. I'll be going more in depth into the future. Right now we're just getting our feet wet, just testing the waters. We're just here, having fun. I'm just, putting stuff out there, and stuff like that and everything. But, I rock with y'all. I know y'all rock with me. Y'all going to be getting more videos from me. Quality's going to be better, I promise, and everything like that. We just baby steps, y'all. We're going to move up this ladder slowly but surely, journey by journey. I just like to keep it real with y'all, what I'm saying, doing this thing. I love movies. We're going to go on this journey. Also, too, finishing up Stranger Things. That's over. I'll give y'all my review of that. So, I love y'all. Appreciate y'all watching. And peace.